The Raiders make another move here, signing quarterback Gardner Minshew according to Tom Pelissero. Let's read it right now. The Raiders are signing quarterback Gardner Minshew to a 2-year, $25 million deal that includes $15 million guaranteed, right? Now, this is a good signing for a good quarterback here in Gardner Minshew. We're going to talk all about it in this video. Before we jump in, though, give me a letter grade for the signing for not only Christian Wilkins, but for Gardner Minshew as well. We did lose Josh Jacobs, but Zamir White might have to step up. This franchise has been very interesting so far, but I actually surprisingly think this deal for Gardner Minshew is actually a good one. Let's break it down right now. Now, Gardner Minshew is a guy who's been, over his NFL career on 3 teams: the Jaguars, Philadelphia, and most recently the Indianapolis Colts. Now, he had a really good season this year, throwing for a career high 3,300 yards, 15 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. Now, not the best year in the world, but obviously a solid season. Now, obviously, Brian Hoyer, Jimmy Garoppolo out the door. You still have Aidan O'Connell, but now Gardner Minshew steps in competing for that QB1 role. Now, it is to be said whether he will be the starter or he'll be the backup on day 1. Aidan O'Connell and Gardner will compete. But what this tells me, guys, is the possibility of us going out there and getting someone in the draft. Now, I think it says one thing. We don't have clear and confidence that we will be able to land Jayden Daniels. I think it's going to be really, really tough where we are in the draft to land Jayden Daniels. So Gardner Minshew is a protection plan. If we aren't able to draft the guy we want in the draft, we still have Gardner Minshew. If we're not able to go out and trade for Justin Fields, then we still have at least a QB competition to look at for this season, right? And I think what it does is prepare us for next season. If we have a terrible year, I think next year it's going to put us in a prime spot to really go out and draft a solid quarterback in next year's draft class. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Gardner Minshew. We're going to break down some of his film here in a second, but when you look at the Raiders' stats, and not their stats, but when you look at their depth chart right now, you have Devontae, you have Jacoby Myers, you have Trey Tucker, you have Hunter Renfrow, Michael Mayer, you have guys that want to compete, right? I think Gardner Minshew makes you a competitive football team from the jump. He's a guy that's been highly underrated throughout his career. You add Christian Wilkins next to Max Crosby, the defense is going to be so much better this year, right? I mean, you talk about Robert Spillane, Malcolm Kuntz, Tyree Wilson, Divine Diablo, and then the secondary with Jack Jones and Nate Hobbs and Trayvon Mulrig, Marcus Epps. This team is really good, right? They're just missing the quarterback. If we aren't able to go out and get our guy, at least we have a backup plan. And that's the number one thing that when I see this signing, I do like. Now, here we go. Let's watch a couple of plays here from Gardner Minshew this season. Drops back in the pocket here. Now, what we're going to see is a clear zone defense. Now, the way we can notice this is these 4 guys over the middle are kind of, creating this wall of defenders right here, right? So, boom. Once they sit in the zone, Gardner Minshew knows how to read a defense. He is actually one of the smartest guys in the NFL at the quarterback position. But, boom. What he notices right here is this DB on the floor falling. And now you have someone over the top wide open. Lobs it up there. Doesn't have to bullet it in because he knows no one's over the top, puts it in the perfect spot, allows his guy to get up the field and get some extra space up the right sideline. This is what you want to see out of your quarterback. And like we said, we don't think he's going to be the day 1 starter, outright, right? He's going to be in a QB battle. Now, listen, best case scenario, the Raiders are somehow able to get Jayden Daniels. You even allow him to sit back for 8 weeks, let, whoever it may be, Aidan O'Connell, Gardner Minshew, take over the first year, and then let Jayden Daniels cook after that. Or if it's a Bo Nix or a Michael Penix, whoever it may be, at least we don't have to throw him into the fire right away. We have 2 QBs that we actually kind of like. Now, here we go in the red zone. He's actually led them to, a couple of good wins as well this season. Here we go. 15 seconds left in the half. Dropping back in the pocket once again. Now we see man-to-man coverage. We realize, okay, that little pick play worked over here on the left side. Let me actually move the DBs with my eyes. Now, what he did there was we had this deep safety, right? So when he looks to the right, boom, right here. You see how he's now looking at this route? It gets these linebackers and these safeties to stay put instead of really run out this way to try to stop this tight end, and throws a beautiful pass right over the shoulder of the DB and allows his wide receiver or tight end to get in there for a touchdown. Now, like I said, this isn't the most perfect signing in the world. I think, Gardner Minshew allows us to be competitive, but at the same time, he's not someone that I don't think can win us a Super Bowl. That at the end of the day, I think, I don't know. I'm really in a weird spot where I'm like, I really want Jayden Daniels, but I kind of want Justin Fields. Where are you guys at right now as a Raiders fan? I don't mind this Gardner Minshew, but even though we got Gardner Minshew, it might even say that we might not even be looking at Justin Fields until draft day, if at all, right? Let me know what you guys think. Give a letter grade. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Go check out the Christian Wilkins video. We will be covering the Raiders for the rest of the offseason, free agency, the draft, anything trades. I got you guys covered from here on out. Join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.